So now spread it on the floor. You can see do you call that CDs or albums? That I could find. I'm not convinced these are all. I'm pretty sure I'm missing some. But you know, who listens to CDs these days? Who does? But actually, well, this one is called Actually, but actually this was one of the first CDs in general I ever owned. I think it was a Christmas gift along with a boombox. And yeah, this brings back so many memories. And these two are a little rare. This one also, this has all the B-sides. These are from more recent years, and these are a little older, from the 80s. And to me, this is not only the best Pet Shop Boys album ever, it is one of the best albums in general ever. Just wanted to let you know. And I think it's safe to say that you only have to like play a few seconds and I know which song it is. And I know there's one, what is it called? It is black and it has this I'm with Stupid on it. Where is it? I don't know. I mean, I keep these for, remembrance. They do have personal value, but nowadays I stream that on Spotify. And no one needs CDs, right? I don't know. Weird. So, yeah, well, this is a few of them. Definitely not all. Hey there, Smart Mouthies, and welcome back to me and the Pet Shop Boys Part 2. I'm unsure if in the last video I was able to convey actually what the Pet Shop Boys mean to me, or music in general. For me, there is no life without music. And I'm equally interested in like classical music, modern music, modern not meaning actually today's music. Okay, that was stupid. Anyways, I'm very interested in music and I have a very opinionated mind about music and what people call a very strange taste in music. Anyways, so we left off about Pet Shop Boys in 2018. Before we continue the story, I want to talk about once again what it was in the 90s, because I have mentioned that the world felt bigger then, or it feels smaller today. Meaning, so we didn't have internet. We weren't as connected with everyone as we are today. And today I follow the Pet Shop Boys on Instagram. I mean, I cannot even believe that. The page is probably run by one of their managers or publicists or whatever, of course, but still I feel connected to them. I'm so up to date. I know when they're going on tour. I know if they have a good experience and so on and so forth. I know when Neil Tennant has food poisoning. You know, I feel very connected, and this was completely impossible like these days, years ago. And so we have to really talk about like what it was. You didn't know. So back then it was common knowledge that the Pet Shop Boys would not tour again. And there was no perspective. I couldn't say, yeah, I'm gonna wait till I grow up and then I will do what? I will do what? I didn't know, would they still be around? Well, yeah, they're still around, but you don't know. Bands split, people die, people stop doing music or pursue other things in their career. You never know. You never know. And I think I was aware of that in the early 90s, and this was why I was so eager to at least go to London and breathe the same air as the Pet Shop Boys. So if you ever have been a very obsessed fan, you might understand the feeling. I did have that again when I was going with my husband into Cologne for the second Cologne concert. We were driving the motorway I could see the skyline of Cologne, and I was like, they are there now. They are breathing Cologne air, and soon I will breathe the same air again. Oh, okay. Maybe you understand, maybe you don't. I don't know. Anyways, it just means a lot to me. And as I said, I had the goal to see the Pet Shop Boys once in London. I had daydreams about that. Daydreams. I don't know why I saw them at Trafalgar Square. Maybe I didn't know any other place in London. I don't know. But this involved my daydreams. Well, then 2018. I read somewhere that they would be playing a 4-night gig in the Royal Opera House. And I said, I'm gonna be there. Come what may. I don't know if you ever have done that, but when it is a highly requested concert, you have to get in these online queues. This is so nerve-wracking, you have no idea. I was like, okay, so they launched the tickets at a work day at lunch. And I was at work in a open space office. I didn't care. I said, this is a one-time opportunity. I will sit here, I will go in the online queue because I have to have the tickets for the Saturday gig. Because I wanted to fly in late Friday evening, go to the concert on Saturday, and then fly out Sunday morning. And so I was like in this queue, and I didn't know if there would be any seats left. To be honest, I didn't care about the money. I would have taken any seats. I succeeded buying seats so up high, I don't even know if there were people actually behind us. But I didn't care. I bought 2. My husband had to come with me. I mean, he would never just not come to London. He might have not gone to the concert. I made him. But of course, when we go to London, there's no one person going alone. It's London. We love London. Although, not only for the Pet Shop Boys, I love London as a city in general. So yeah, I made it. Very nerve-wracking. And I went to the concert. And we had a beautiful weekend in London. It was summer, it was sunny. We went out for dinner, did some shopping. It was just amazing. And then in the evening, we would go over to the Royal Opera House. Our hotel was very close. I chose that because it was close. And we walked over there. And once again, I met a completely different audience. And before I said the Cologne audience was flamboyant, compared to this, they were grey. No, there was it was like all the audiences I've seen before were meshed up in there, and then some new people, and especially one woman comes to mind who had made little puppets out of, I think, wool or something, of the Pet Shop Boys in their orange thingy with a pointed head from Can You Forgive Her, and she was carrying them under her arms like dolls. I was just like, oh my god, this is a whole other level. And we drank something there in the foyer, and then we went to find our seats. And I have one picture I will insert before the concert, and I think my husband might have taken one during. I will put that here too, because I was in the moment. I didn't want to film or take pictures, or I wanted to be in the moment, and I wanted to experience every single note. And so when the lights were dimmed and the Pet Shop Boys came on the stage, I was 13 again. It was the 13-year-old me who was standing there, who daydreamed about being in London at a Pet Shop Boys concert. She was there. I wasn't there. It was the 13-year-old me. And I cried. I couldn't believe that I actually made that happen, because it was all me. I was in a position where I could afford a weekend in London just like this, where I could afford expensive concert tickets, where I could handle the online stress of booking a hotel, a flight, the tickets. I did all that. It was all on me. I made that happen. And I myself made my dream come true. I cannot tell you what an amazing feeling that is. And this is why I stood there crying. Happy tears. I don't think I've ever been this happy in my life, before or after. And this was my 5th concert, seeing the Pet Shop Boys. And I thought that was it. Cannot get any better. And just a year later, they announced they would go on a tour again, because the 4-night gig wasn't a tour. And they announced they would go on a tour again, playing like a best of. And I was like, oh my God, they're gonna play all the old songs. And a colleague at that time, he was a Pet Shop Boys fan too, and we said, yeah, let's go. Yeah. So the concert was supposed to be in May 2020. Instead, a pandemic hit. I had to get surgery. There was no concert. They postponed it and informed us for a year later. We all know how 2021 went. So maybe, could it be that there is a Me and the Pet Shop Boys Part 3? Stay tuned. Take care. Bye.